Hello and welcome to this episode of Scope. I'm your host, Tracy Pa. The Gonoa community in the Transgogo local level government of Madang district is working with its local leaders to bring positive change and lasting peace to a region plagued with violence, especially senseless killings. These atrocious levels of violence against fellow members of the community continues to cripple human and economic progress.
This once beautiful and peaceful community of Gonoa in the Transgogo local level government of Madang district was tarnished over the years as vicious crimes shook the community. Locals fled because the situation was getting out of control. The result? Empty communities and a breakdown of human and economic progress. Government services into the area plummeted significantly. Following the recent LLG elections, Transgogo LLG's newly elected president, Maurice Ban, and the newly elected council members of Gonoa are taking ownership of the situation and have taken steps to stop the killings, bring back peace to Gonoa, and importantly, bring back its people. In the early 2020s, the Gonoa community in the Transgogo local level government of Madang district in Madang reported merciless machete killings, including beheadings. On the day of the 5th death anniversary of Great Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare, the police hierarchy in Madang went to Gonoa to speak to the local heads. The Transgogo LLG president and the president of Ambenob LLG, Dumbal, accompanied Madang PPC Chief Superintendent Robert Baim, Madang Police Task Force and CID unit to Gonoa to discuss a way forward in tackling the lawlessness. Ban said it is saddening that the nearly deserted community at Ward 8, where the meeting took place, is not thriving as much as it should because of the uncertainties brought on by the lawlessness. Mr. Ban appealed to the police for a peace and compensation ceremony.
Police, no can harm talk problem man solve problem outside look. Put a man yourself. You will only create fire and stuff. By the number finish. This look the man sell almost come outside. This all man sell list people put him plus kill us. Arab like I'm going to stock story way like him logan. Or come sell a plus outside booking money come. Now one will call the community. All no nerva. All no nerva. Blow lily papa, blow lily. Papa, not big papa. Blow lily tumuna, blow tumuna. Emo looking for the community. Blow man, blow Mary. No, got nerva man. Ah!
Mr. Ban also mentioned the closure of Lagogen Primary School due to heightened security concerns for teachers. Some of the gruesome incidents reported at Gonoa include the beheading of a teacher, the mutilation of a provincial education staff and his wife, and the murder of a police officer in 2025. The people of Transgogo LLG rely heavily on the incomes of betel nut, coconut, copra, mustard, and fresh garden produce. Now, the women are afraid of going into Gonoa for market. This has resulted in a decline in economic returns for the Transgogo LLG locals. They are seeking other avenues to market away from Gonoa. Mr. Ban said trade stores have ceased operations, forcing Transgogo locals to travel into Madang town to access goods and services.
We talk again, law and order all. I'm talking good love you. School, even no bagara school. But you make him nice arelo school now, effect blood is Los la area and make him school shut down. The effect of this noise will make him long. Arre lo road block area and make him road basket pothole stop. Because operator no block am lo walk. So noise will make him side the one to upset now current story na. You go come to road here and make him operator no block am na. Go want to you mean stop to you lawyer. Problem machine no sale machine come out. Law and order. Bridge proof. Only na kill boss. You will go working fire at the bridge. Oh, you will go make him. You me yet. What postman lo bridge. I was something make him now. You will not looking good you mean.
The Madang PPC told the locals that he is saddened by the bad reputation that Gonoa has brought onto itself. PPC Baim said the lawlessness has suppressed human and economic prosperity. The PPC reflected on his growing up in Gonoa, stressing that there were only good memories of the region. He stressed that putting a stop to the abuse of illicit drugs and alcohol is necessary in re-establishing peace and preventing any more senseless bloodshed.
Custom vulnerable up, you me carry me come, you me like ruling inside the Gonoa place. And passing vulnerable man. Passing blue line on top, maybe on the islands. Look at him man because all know that pushing Sanguma. You know me, I mean no custom blue, you mean all him, not the cut him man. Man, you cut him and break up you. Man, you cut him. And be saving you no behind.
PPC Baim encouraged youths to refrain from brewing homemade alcohol and taking illegal drugs. He said these illegal activities only contribute to violence, including killings, sexual assaults, and related crimes, which are often being reported to police. PPC Baim also made a few commitments, which includes assigning a police vehicle for continuous patrol along the Trans-Gogol Highway and deployment of police officers in Trans-Gogol once housing is built.
Time you mean like walking peace. Time you mean like walking surrender. You must walk him inside the bell blowing me straight. You know, outside the skin. Suppose you be walking outside the skin. Problem best up yet. You know, me PPC, but me come straight in you inside the place. You know, policeman blow me, but come straight in you inside the place. You know, even council blow in the place too, but you not straight in you the place.
The LLG president said police and community leaders must work together to keep the community safe, especially for women and girls who are most vulnerable to crime.
Papua New Guineans have been encouraged to apply for the 2026 Australian Award scholarships in an effort to build a qualified workforce, fill critical human resource gaps, and support good leadership. The scholarship program has supported thousands of Papua New Guineans over the years. Many alumni now serve in senior roles across the government sector, private sector, and community organizations.
Stemming from over 70 years of Australian scholarship initiatives, the Australia Awards PNG provides tertiary education to PNG citizens to foster development and strengthen bilateral ties. PNG is one of 50 countries benefiting from the program. The scholarship program, funded by the Australian government, has supported close to 10,000 Papua New Guineans.
The main one is to develop the skills and expertise of Papua New Guineans who can come back and contribute to PNG's development. And the second one is to foster links between people-to-people links and institutional links as well, where whoever goes down for study can come back and still use those links in their line of work.
According to Wunum, PNG is unique in offering 3 types of scholarships: short course programs, in-country study programs, and long-term study in Australia. PNG is the only participating country with an in-country scholarship component supported under the program.
Scholarships offered in 2026, for 2026, around 110 scholarships offered for the various programs. Now, if I am to break it up into levels of study, so there are this year's figure, 6 were offered for bachelor's program, 89 masters by coursework, and 8 were successful PhD applicants.
He added that there is no age limit. However, public servants must meet additional government requirements, including serving at least 2 years as a confirmed permanent officer before applying.
The application requires preparation, good preparation, because you are getting documents, you are reading widely about your course, you are looking at different source documents to compile your applications. And so it requires a lot of preparation. Now, I'd like to encourage applicants to not wait to the last minute to apply.
Our Western Province is the least developed province in the country. People take time to reach higher facilities for treatment, investigations. I'm feeling that I'm obliged to go get education, come back and serve them. When you see someone or you attend and when they get better and they walk out happily, that's a driving force.
Accountant or in a profession where it's been overtaken by AI very quickly, it's important to stay relevant. And I feel like to be a more effective leader in the profession, I need to study for this MBA. But the other part why I want to go study there is to see what best practices I can bring back to PNG, what can be applicable to help make some of the processes very efficient.
Papua New Guinea is progressing towards the digital age. I see that there is a lot of improvement in the ICT, especially in the cybersecurity. It's new, so it needs more professional minds to come together to build up the security to safeguard our data and the infrastructure.
After the long screening process, successful applicants are notified in September and take part in pre-departure training to prepare and give survival tips for academic life and living in Australia.
In the pre-departure training, you'll be taken through what it's like to live in Australia. You'll be given a crash course on academic writing, what to expect in Australian universities that you'll be going to. Basically, life in Australia. And then you'll be also looking at the challenges that you'll be facing there if you go, and then the challenges if you have family behind. And so during that time as well, if you have a spouse, they also brought in and then talked about all these things as well.
When I left PNG, though I was a bit sad leaving my kids, but upon arrival to the airport, it was like an excitement.
When I arrived first, I didn't have a mobile phone that can use the carrier here, and I did not have a bank account yet, so I wasn't really settled. So my mind was constantly thinking about these things and accommodation as well.
Papua New Guineans are being encouraged to apply for the 2026 Australian Award scholarships for citizens to gain a qualified workforce, fill critical human resource gaps, and support good leadership. Applications close on April the 30th, 2026 at 2 p.m.
We are Papua New Guineans working in the program, and we would like to see Papua New Guineans going down for studies.
Drop a like or comment on this story later on the TV1 online website, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. We'll come back after the break and end our program with an important campaign to end Restore Peace and Order in Kokopo District, East New Britain Province. Kokopo in East New Britain Province was once a quiet and peaceful town where locals lived in harmony. However, recent lawlessness and rising social issues have disrupted that good order. In response to these escalating conflicts among villages within the Raluana LLG of Kokopo District, Kokopo MP has initiated the Peace for Kokopo campaign. A law and order community has been formed to lead this campaign, backed by ward councillors, ward development committee members, church elders and the police. Coordination and mobilization awareness campaigns will target hotspot areas to encourage youths to give up arms and participate in reconciliation efforts.
In response to escalating conflicts among villagers within the Ralwan LRG Kokopo district, member for Kokopo Eraman Tobaning Jr. has been actively working to restore peace and order. His peace initiative included attending a series of gatherings with community members to address ongoing infighting and promote reconciliation efforts. A law and order committee was formed under the Ralwan LLG comprising the president, Chola Mwomaga, ward councillors and ward development committee members, the church elders and the police, with senior pastor Gerson Passingan as chair. The theme Peace for Kokopo aims to coordinate and mobilize awareness in hotspot areas through community gatherings and get youths to surrender guns and other items used for making homebrew. The initiative also addressed recent fights among Relalar, Tanaka, Ravat, Kunakunai, Tinganalom, Nanuk and Ranguna wards within the Ralwan LLG Kokopo district. The operation has now been extended to other wards within the Kokopo Vunamami Urban LLG and Bitapaka. The operation commenced with MP Tobaning first engagement with the community leaders from Relalar Ward at the Malapau Beach Resort in January this year. The member challenged locals to take ownership of the law and order in the communities and get youths to surrender to police, which included the handover of illegal firearms. During the gathering, Tobaning Jr. provided awareness on the interim prevention order document, where he emphasized could assist communities in addressing disputes and other ongoing law and order issues.
Imistatim long yala kuwa barabon. Reluana. Namu di paitia golo. Dawan ura marela la riu seken now. Go na sign him isla. Only the sign him. Disela now we moli wokim habenes. IPO preventive order. You no can carry him pusna plorot. Walk about Lorot, you walk about as a man, no can secure up him road, no can block him road, no can talk no good, provocation no good, social media must be controlled. Now you breach him lesala 6 months karabus or 1,000 kina fine. Now sat by go, the whole community Relalar ward, the whole community Yalakua ward. Now sat first man by go, ward member you by go past them. Ward development committee, you go past them. Pastor, you go past them. And then you plow lutes by go. And then all mama. Yo nanunura balwego, that's why me plow walk long abeneslo. You lo sign him. Sign him life blow you away for the next 6 months. Or maybe 3 months. 1,000 kina fine. On a noise arama music. Control music. Control alcohol. Talk also me plan up drink 3 months. Only fine him you drink, you go lo karabusino got caught. Court only working decision police. Chairman got power. All penalty got power. Now you go down lo kerabat long 6 moon. Suppose you know got 1,000 kina fine.
Following the meetings, youths from Ravat took a commendable step by voluntarily surrendering homemade guns in the presence of the member, the police force, district law and order committee members, ward members, and the church elders. This provides a way forward to restore peace and stability within the Ralwan LRG area. Peace reconciliations involved prayer of forgiveness and the exchange of Tolai traditional shell money tabu.
Me no go attend him. One play important program lo yumi lo province na district. Logo present him budget lo province 612 million. Makadata tira district 69 million. Ralwan local level government 18 million. We no go lo must be lo present him. Why? Because lo problem lo Ranguna Tinganalom Nanuk Ravat ngatur kuna ituragunan na Tanaka. Problem lo Ralwana wantem yalakwa. Problem lo bitawabar na bitawabar. Problem lo ngol kita. Now that's why me play ting osem. This is a IPO. ikan halibim yumi ati Relwane local level government. Na Relwane local level government I work lo show him this way forward. Lo bring him back this peace, harmony inside the community. Patabay mulai kanat, papa mama, look at mo now. I'm the only thing go inside long old bigla, money stop. If we go back lo covering inside the churches. Let's go back to the source, which papa tasha. Data lili ko mulai madata lotu tanap kada tena balaun. Data wana mulai madata lapi data dogot bergil tadat. Magokoro mana popo tinata. Mila kalibi mimilongen.
Tubaini Jr. visited Ravat, Tinganalom, and Nanook wards. During the discussions, ward members raised concerns regarding the innocent victims caught up in police operations, particularly highlighting the plight of widows and individuals with disabilities whose properties were damaged. Tubaini Jr. assured his support when reaffirming the members' support for law enforcement and advocacy for youth participation in church-organized activities. Chairman of the District Law and Order Committee, Pastor Gerson Pasingan, gave insights into the peace process and its progress. He highlighted the importance of church intervention as crucial in the whole peace process.
Em look solely like him like all same this life. I mean no physical level, it's a spiritual level na. It demanding you me all clergy. You will walk man blow God law. You may must involve because this is like Jesus you will preach him here and Prince of Peace here. Now this is like Prince of Peace, you know been just stop law heaven. God is Salem, this is like Prince of Peace. It go na me lo chaotic plus situation. Now I bring him peace. So our job now is clergy, what is something to me look molsem. You me all shows inside our community, you me brook me to mas want mo lig or balo blame me. No believe blame me. No God. Or let people come also so that you broke him out this law kind of bylaw blame me now or boundary blame me and we can come on them now. Community need him you me. Community will cry lo you me lo involve. Now I'm opportunity now. So I'm first look blow me, we like him lo you me long lo side long spiritual leaders.
He called on all men of God to unite and get involved in the peace and restoration processes. Pastor Pasingan challenged all denominations to come together as one church for divine intervention.
The only way that, because I could remember, and all of us, Lady Britain, if you can think him, Provincia, every day, older, one plus day, by God, 4 or 5 older. And that's how province been going so long. Now, you may have been working, but you may also them. You may pray. We did done everything, but all of you will escalate yet. And the only way that it been Cosimo Levy long by go down is when Ogata believe man is start long prophesy, only start to speak, one house to blow, only will speak. That was the time that things began to start to cut down inside long province blame me. But the main focus lo na me talk long and you also. If you work hard, lo natural, you government man or you officer belong government, you must survey also. There is another way, and that way is God's way. Why? Because His ways are higher than our ways. His thoughts are not like our thoughts. So if for something He been work strong, that means you may tap in on our plot. Also, we are not fighting against all physical man. No, God, we are fighting against spiritual powers that only will take control on behavior of long man. So that's the approach where it was taken at that time. Nanay mi will look him, Senisi will come up. But let me talk also. Provincia, if you sit down good now, you observe him, time being blowing me. For 1 month, through long, just my calculation, you know got old up like Kokopo. Maybe towards 2 months. 2 months now, no got old up. And credit Bami to Olsem, Igolo, all get a believe man. Me just like talk general Olsem, if you want a Christian, you've been working to pray, you work to fast long, it's written by go back long, how it's supposed to be. Pray believe Karim Kaikai.
It is now 3 months since the peace reconciliation process started, with a change slowly taking place. Recent reports state that there are less armed hold-ups and lawlessness in the areas where once ruled by criminal elements. Kokopo is slowly but surely rebuilding itself and restoring the peace and harmony the people deserve.
And that ends tonight's Scope program. Visit the TV1 online website, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, and leave a like or comment on our Scope stories this evening. I'm Tracy Pa. See you next Sunday.